Hi guys, I have this Samsung S23 Ultra coming in today for a battery replacement. I think this is a very common problem for these phones nowadays. As you see, the battery is swollen so bad that it kind of popped the back off. Good thing that the glue wasn't strong enough, so it lifted the back up. Otherwise, usually most of the time I see that the glue is so strong it hold the bottom down tight, and it keep on expanding in the middle, and it crack the back up. Okay. So let's replace it out today together here. What it is open so far is help us a lot of losing up the back. However, at this point, as you see, it's still tight. uh, don't just go and grab the back and just pull it off, okay? Because more likely you will break it. My recommend is just use some alcohol. If you guys see my other video, I say this a lot. The alcohol help a lot on losing up the glue, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to let it soak in and do its job. Now keep in mind this screen is still a good screen, so you don't want to put um, too much of alcohol. Just a dab here and there. You don't want it to fall into the bottom, okay? um, get something thin and trying to, I guess, cut the glue between the back and the frame itself. Let me zoom in, maybe I can see better here. But what I'm doing is this act like a knife. I would definitely recommend a plastic knife or something plastic or paper, because you don't want to use metal on this. You will scrape up the paint underneath the back up, okay? And if getting tight, just add more alcohol. Let's do its thing. And I guess the slower you take on this, the better. No need to rush. If you think that it's gonna a little tight and you have to fight it too much, just add more alcohol, okay? But the alcohol do an amazing job on this. And overall, that is out. The only thing that's stuck is right here, which is already open, but it's still there, which is not bad. It is out. Once you got the back off, what you want to do is take these screw off. Uh, Now, usually, if you have to do the screen replacement, you have to take these out too. However, we're just replacing the battery today. And as you see, the battery is from here up. So I would definitely recommend you to save yourself some time and just get this metal sheet off. So you can unplug the battery and unplug all this ribbon cable here out of the way so you can take the battery out, okay? Let me trying to go where you guys can see it. There's one, two, three. Sorry about that, guys. To take it out, there were one screw here, two, three, four, five, about five screw that you need to take it out to take this metal sheet off. And they are the same size screw, I believe. So you don't have to memorize which one go. Okay. All right, that is out of the way. The next thing we need to do is remove these connector. There's two there. Trying to use plastics tools if you can, unless you're good with no, you good with technical stuff. You could use a metal tweezer, no problem at all. Uh, but it's all dependent on your skill set there. But as you see, it's coming up pretty easy. Just take that out. And next thing, first thing after that is remove the battery connection right away, guys. First thing first, okay? The rest, I don't mind, but rule of thumb is remove the power. and get all this ripping out of the way. Now, I do see this happen before, is because I work on this type of work for too long, I guess. There's people that trying to, I guess, open it and take these connection off, and they just put it in and pry it up. As you see these little, I don't know if you guys can see it like that. Let me refocus here. There's a little tiny chip and capacitor and stuff like that. If you put it in and just pry it up, sometimes you will break it and they gone missing, and it sucks because you don't know what is there to fix unless you have the same exact phone. Okay, so do keep that in mind, and plus you don't want to do that anyway, just to avoid that from happening, because this is just a battery job, not the whole board work on it. You could use the tweezer, just go at the angle corner and just kind of pry it up instead of go down and use the force from the board itself. You want to use the force from in the air and just lift it up. Okay. Anyway, that is out of the way. We should be okay now to remove the battery. I'm just gonna put that there for now. So hold it down. Um, should be straightforward. As you see here, it's a fold out, and then once you fold it out, you could pull the battery out. Okay. Now it's all depend on your, I guess, your hand too, because for my hand nowadays, it's starting to hurt, so I don't have too much grip on these things anymore like before. So if you cannot grip on these, just sorry about this. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Just phone call. I had to pick it up. Anywho, if you grip this and they're hard or is not strong enough, just ask someone to help. But that is pretty much the best way. Um, and just use your force, I guess, and trying to. Oh my God! Yeah, talking about that. My hand is hurting right now too. I can't. How nice. Be careful of those ripping, guys. I know it sucks. And don't bend the screen too much, you may damage it. So do keep that in mind too. Wow, this, if the screen was, if we were replacing the screen, I'd be like, oh yeah, let's just add alcohol on it. It will help. But right now we're just changing the battery only. And yeah, I don't want to put too much force on the screen or on the water, any type of liquid going down to the screen at all. Okay. Um, but this guy is quite a piece of work here. Uh, yes, usually I be able to grab this and just pull it off, no problem. But like I tell you, my hand is starting. It's been a while now, too, almost a year, and I cannot do this type of pulling or gripping stuff anymore as strong as I used to. Uh, but yes, that is out of the way. And let's see here, new battery. All right, I guess we could use the old tape from the old battery. Nothing too bad. The new one doesn't come with anything. You could use the, I guess, double-sided tape is fine too. Not a big deal. But since we could use these again, let's use it. When you put it in, just make sure the back side here is flat, so it won't make that bubbly noise. Okay. Um, but beside that, that's all it is. Nothing too important. Nothing too crazy. And that's it, guys. Same way you take it out, same way you put it back in. Now remember, ooh, I pushed it down already. All right, guys, sorry about that again. As you hear, my phone was ringing, so I paused the video to answer a question there. Anyway, you want to make sure that you be able to plug this battery in. So let's try to plug it in first. Usually, I won't. Usually, I want a guy use this as a guide to sit the battery into place. But apparently, I was in the middle of doing it, and I just put the battery down, but it seemed to be a-okay. So as soon you make sure that it able to connect, you could unplug it again, okay? uh, because you want to test fit it, I guess. And after that, just remember, keep in mind, unplug the battery again, because you don't want to plug these ripping back in while the battery is connected. All right, sometimes you have to, you have no choice. But if you don't have to, if you get a chance not to plug the battery in, please don't do it. Like these two right here, there's no way that I could think of that, you know, to plug it in without plug the battery in first. But yeah, that's should be straightforward enough. I think Samsung would have thought this. Plus, this is one is antenna, and one is a wireless charging circuit. So I don't think it's gonna. I think they know. I think they know. All right, two more. That's it. Put all these tape and glue back in their spot. These are the same size screw, so you could put either wherever you want to put it. All right. Now, usually I will, test the screen out first before put all this in. But since I'm there, and I believe because I deal with these guy a lot, and the battery is always good. But just to verify, I want to make sure it turn on and do its thing um, before I seal the back up. And I got my little audience over here laughing at me, guys, for for making a video here. I'm not laughing at you. I just ran the giant missile at some guy. Anywho, that looked good. It touched and it stuff. So what I'll do is, guys, if you can, I say this many times on my other video, get something like this. Um, it costs about $3-4 online. This will hold the back in way much better. Okay, much better than any double-sided tape that I got so far, that or the one that they provide with the back or with the screen. Uh, yes, when you put it on, it seemed like it stay on and it worked fine. However, it doesn't hold it in place as well as this type of glue here that I'm using. Okay. Plus, this provide a little water resistant sealant to it. So yes, I would definitely recommend you guys to get these type of glue more. You could use the double-sided tape if you choose to, of course, but believe me, just be careful because it may fall out, and is you know for personal use, yes, it's okay, but for a repair shop. If you do work for somebody else, you want to do the job right, um, and make sure it's gonna stay solid for the customer. Okay. And believe me, I have tried with those double-sided tape again and again. Once a while, I would try to use it just to verify, hey, is it good enough yet? And so far, every single time, I didn't like how it turned out, because after like a day or two, maybe, I start seeing the back lifting up, and I don't like that at all. If you are doing this, just make sure. I didn't touch the camera of this, but I see there is, okay, that's from outside. Nope, that's from inside. Why is this guy camera? His camera is dirty. I'm just gonna clean it real quick for him. With a Yeah, now it look better. Alright, so it happened once, gonna happen all three. I'm gonna clean all three, four of them, just to play it safe. Alright, look good. I like this glue a lot. However, the only bad thing about this glue, guys, is you gotta give it enough time to dry. Okay. So get yourself some clamp and clamp it down. Keep in mind, when you're clamping this down, just the whole purpose of it is to hold it in place. So just do it firmly. You don't have to squeeze it. If you're squeezing it, you may crack the screen and crack the back too. Okay. So be careful on that. You just want it to hold the back in place, hold it still for the tears. That's it. Overall, it wasn't too bad of a job, guys. Not too bad of a job, too hard of a job. Um, Pretty straightforward. I think the battery, once it gets swollen and lifted the back up that much, it kind of helped us out a lot with you know, with the alcohol and slicing the glue to open it up there. Uh, so, all right, job well done. I hope this video helped. I know this is a very common problem nowadays with the Samsung phone and Google Pixel. So yeah, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And I guess thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.